What is up, guys? The anime sphere has been a little bit quiet over the last couple weeks, but we have had some news dropping that I think there's a couple really exciting things in here. So I'm going to get you guys fully caught up on the anime news of today, so just stick around. We have some updates on Akasaka's next work. If you're a fan of I'm the Villainess, So I'm Taming the Final Boss, they are getting another anime adaptation of one of their works. Faraway Paladin's premiere date is finally released, and I am excited for it. Bocchi the Rock is finally licensed in the West, and the hype around it looks like it's spawning a lot of new banned anime, so let's jump right into it. Let's kick things off with the Faraway Paladin. Yes, the official website has finally announced the second season's premiere date, which will be in fall. They've released a new visual and a PV for it, and I could not be more excited. When I watched the first season of it, I honestly felt like, man, this is a prologue. Like, it's not getting into anything juicy just yet. And while it was a lot of setup, my concern was, would there be more adaptation? And they did announce the second season, and I was super excited for that. And it made my review for the first season a lot better because I knew that more was coming. It alone wasn't enough. So definitely excited for that, looking forward to it. Moving on, Kadokawa's comic new type manga website has published a new work by Rimu Koro. This one is titled Kimi no Love wo Misetekure, roughly translated as Show Me Your Love. And for those who don't know, this is the mangaka that did the original work of The Helpful Fox Senko-san, which of course had an anime adaptation recently. This one, the story centers on a famous manga author and popular high school girl named Komichi Shijo. She writes a hit love comedy manga, but she actually doesn't know much about love. Because of this, she falls into a slump and is unable to write her next manga. One day, she accidentally witnesses a guy failed love confession in school, which inspires her to write again. She asks the guy to confess again, but this time with her help. Thus begins her investigation into love, which kind of makes me wonder if it's going to be one of those things like a Toradora or something like that where, okay, this is inspiring me, I'm doing really good, do it again, but then I'm going to help you this time, and then it kind of turns this whole thing where they fall in love. She starts to get doki dokis for how, like, inspired he is to try to get this love confession to work. Probably gonna be something like that. Looks cute, though. I really do love the author's art style. Looks really good. You can obviously see it in this new one, but definitely looking forward to that one. Next up, the official website for Ranking of Kings, the Treasure Chest of Courage, has revealed the series will be having 10 episodes. So, quite a short series, and I think it sort of started late, so this will be a quick one to get through for the season, which, I mean, better than what we expected initially. I think when we initially seen this announcement, it was like just an OVA, like we were assuming a single OVA, but they've done a lot more with it, and it's just some fun little episodes. Next up, for fans of do-it-yourself, here, the official website for do-it-yourself anime has announced it is getting a live-action adaptation, because we love our live-action adaptations. I think this will work pretty well. I mean, actually getting their hands on actual equipment, live version, but we'll see. I don't know. Again, a lot of my love of that series was just the expressionist of the characters and their goofy nature. None of the characters, especially like the main character, Yuasa, I don't see that translating into a live actor. It's probably going to be extremely cringy, but we'll see. But of course, for those who don't know, Do It Yourself is an original done by Pine Jam. It was literally one of my favorite animes last season, easily one of my favorite of the fall season. I highly recommend it, super good. Of course, I'm going to have some more information come May 28th during an event, so we'll see. Next up, the big news, which is a real surprise to me. This is one of those ones where it gets announced and I go, wait, this wasn't a thing already? But yes, at SakuraCon, Yen Press announced that they have licensed and will be releasing Bocchi the Rock manga. Again, this is one of those ones where it's like, wait, this wasn't being released already? This is crazy. Kind of sucky because they have like a pre-order deal going on right now. Today is the last day for Barnes & Noble for pre-orders, and I was kind of hoping that would be a good one to throw in there, but no, it's not even up yet. But yeah, exciting news. It's going to probably be hugely successful, so good on Yen Press for picking up that one. I'm still looking forward to that second season announcement. Next, the staff for Day-Day Live Anime has confirmed the 5th season of the TV anime will be a TV broadcast. They announced the staff and Geek Toys will return for the 4th season, so definitely check that out. They also released a visual for it, so I'll definitely be checking it out. I'm like invested at this point in Day-Day Live, so I'll continue to watch it. But 4th season was really good, though. It kind of has me a lot of hope for the coming seasons. Next up, the official website for the TV anime. Oh my gosh. I'm giving the disgraced noble lady I rescued a crash course in naughtiness. I'll spoil her with delicacies and style to make her the happiest woman in the world. Revealed a fall premiere. They also released a new visual and a promo for it. Synopsis is, what does a young noblewoman freshly betrayed by her betrothed need most? A crash course in everything naughty. And who better to teach her that than the feared hermit sorcerer who for some reason can't help but pamper her to no end. Okay, I don't know. We'll see. It's probably going to be a perfect waifu show. That synopsis doesn't give me really much to work with, but I think the title gave me more to work with than the synopsis, but that's just how these light novels go. Moving on, sad news for Azur Lane fans. The official website for Azur Lane OVA has announced that it has been delayed to July 27th, so if you're expecting it anytime soon, don't. Shogakukan announced the Pseudo Harem manga is getting a TV anime adaptation. This one is a romantic comedy, centers on Eiji, a second-year high school student and a member of his school drama club, as a stagehand. He meets Rin, a first-year high school student and a member of the same drama club. Rin serves as a long-awaited hope of the club. Again, another very light synopsis, but that's good sometimes. It's good not to spoil too much stuff, but I guess a drama club. And judging by the title, probably a harem. For those still subscribed to VRV, which I don't know many of you, VRV streaming service announced that it will merge with Crunchyroll, which is kind of something I've been predicting ever since the mergers happened a long time ago, especially with Funimation becoming part of Crunchyroll. It was an inevitability that VRV would as well, especially since they kind of cut ties with Sentai Filmworks. But yes, the current VRV subscriptions, watch history, queues are going to migrate to Crunchyroll Premier accounts, so check your subs. Just check your subs. Super exciting news for Andrew. Arknights has released a teaser and a promo for the next Arknights TV, Perish in Frost. It looks amazing. I could not be more excited. The key art looks fantastic. I love the first season. If you have not watched Arknights, the first season, please go watch it. It is super good. I was really pleasantly surprised by it. And with Princess Connect dying, I went ahead and started playing the game. I don't like a lot of things about the game, but it's got some amazing music. And the story's in there as well, so definitely check that out. Now for the big news, I think for a lot of people, illustrator Nishizawa has revealed that she will be launching a new manga with the writer Akasaka. Of course, for those who don't know who Akasaka is, this is the writer and artist for Kaguya-sama Love is War, and the writer for Oshinoko, which is currently premiering. So yeah, definitely exciting stuff there. Obviously, Akasaka moving away from doing art and doing specifically just writing. So they had this big competition for who would do their next work with Akasaka, and it looks like Nishizawa actually won, so she'll be launching a manga with him. The title is going to be Renai Daiko, which is Love Proxy. It'll be launching in the April 27th issue of Shueisha's weekly Young Jump magazine, so look forward to that. Really exciting stuff. Can't wait for it. Some really exciting news for Andrew. The case study of Vanitas is finally back. The manga has returned. I absolutely love the anime so much, and I was heartbroken to learn that it pretty much caught up with the manga, and that the manga was on hiatus. Almost an entire year hiatus. So it broke my heart, so it's really exciting news to hear that it's come back, and cannot wait to see more out of this. This is one of those ones where I love the anime so much, I really want to jump in the manga, so good to hear. It'll be launching on May 22nd, so set your calendars. Next up, the official Twitter account for Tying the Knot with an Amagami Sister manga announced it is getting a TV anime adaptation. The synopsis for this one is Kamehate has had a rough start of his life, but plans to forget it all by achieving his dream, matriculating into medical school. But when he arrives at his new foster home, a working shrine, his dreams of a quiet place to study goes up in smoke. Not only will he be living with 3 beautiful, lively Amagami sisters, but he also learns that he must marry one of them and take over the temple. Poor you. Oh no. Another story about somebody that's trying to get good grades and cute girls are distracting him. Haven't seen that one before, but super excited for it. The characters do look cute, so we'll see. We'll see. Definitely seems like there's a return of these old dumb, I go to a shrine or a housing complex and a bunch of hot girls all around me. In the wake of Bocchi the Rock being super popular, everybody jumping on that train, Toei Animation has decided to throw in their hat. So Toei Animation has revealed a new anime project, Girls Band Cry. Totally not Bocchi the Rock. The tagline is, toss in your anger, joy, sadness, toss it all in. They released a key art for it, and they're going to release a music video that's going to be posted on May 29th. So look forward to that. Like I said, all these new band shows coming out of nowhere, just like with Buddy Daddy's coming out right after Spy Family. But we'll see. We'll see. Moving on, Kadokawa has confirmed that the Foolish Angel Dances with Demons manga is getting a TV anime adaptation. Sawayoshi Azuma has posted a celebratory art for the announcement. The romantic comedy is about Akutsu, who has come to the human world to search for an idol for the demons. Akutsu meets Lily Amane and invites her to join him. However, he learns that Amane's true identity is an angel, and he attempts to make her fall from grace. We'll see. Sounds interesting. Could be a funny little one. Next up, an anime adaptation was announced for a do-over Damsel Conquers the Dragon Emperor. And this is by Sarasa Nagase, who is the writer of I'm the Villainess, So I'm Taming the Final Boss, which was a really decent series. In celebration, Yuzu Anko, who of course did the artwork for I'm Taming the Final Boss, posted some celebratory artwork. The synopsis for this one is, after suffering a combination of detainment, a broken engagement, and execution, Jill thought that she was dead. However, her time got rewound for 6 years. When she was about 10, just about to be engaged with the prince. Jill, who knew what happened 6 years later, was eager to change her fate. The face didn't matter. She should marry another man. Unfortunately, the one that responded to her is the young emperor from the neighboring country, who will fall into darkness 6 years later. Sounds interesting. Again, this is kind of one of those aspects of the growing trend of Otome game type stories, the villainous stories. I sort of get a little frustrated whenever I see that an author is doing pretty much the same story twice in a row. I mean, it's just like the whole thing with Miku doing Fruit of Evolution and Cheat Skill, and these writers that just kind of get stuck in this one type of story. But like I said, I enjoyed a couple of the twists in I'm Taming the Final Boss. It wasn't a spectacular series, but it was an enjoyable one. So I'm sort of interested in this one. And finally, our last bit of news, and there's gonna be a lot of OPM here. Crunchyroll has added all 11 episodes of Inuyashiki to its service. So for those who know, Inuyashiki was the one with the old man who had cancer. This whole thing happens and he becomes basically a cyborg robot thing, and then somebody else was one too, and it goes into this big old battle. It was a pretty decent series. The CGI really did ruin it for me, but it was a good series overall. Now, for those that don't know, Inuyashiki, one of its biggest struggles that it had when it released was that it was on Amazon strike. Yes, this is way back when Amazon was doing an anime service in the West. Now, the hope that this gives me, sort of, is, of course, Inuyashiki was produced by Aniplex. So it makes sense that Crunchyroll would eventually get it from Amazon once the exclusivity is gone and everything. Now, the hope that I have is there's another show that's on Amazon that's kind of been stuck there. Even after Sentai Filmworks is picking up a lot of titles from there, one remains, Recreators. And I just want somebody to get Recreators and save it from Amazon. I don't know if this is a sign, because technically Recreators came out before Inuyashiki, so unless Recreators had a longer license with Amazon, there's the hope that that means that they'll eventually grab Recreators, because Recreators, again, was another one that Aniplex had produced. So we'll see. I think it's going to happen. I think it's an eventuality. I just don't know what's going on. Why is it taking so long? So I'll keep my hope. I'll keep my hope up there. Somebody save it. But that's it. That's all the news I have for you guys today. I hope you guys enjoyed this news bit. If you did, make sure to go down below and hit that like button. Leave a comment. Let me know what's the most exciting news in this news bit for you. Hopefully, since the first impressions and everything are done now, I can get back into a regular posting of news bits. But like I said, there wasn't anything that was like, holy crap, I gotta make a news bit now. So I kind of just left it all to kind of build up. But if you like this content and you want to support it, please make sure to go down below. There's a tip link, a super thanks. There's a membership button down there. I greatly appreciate it, but it supports the channel. You guys mean so much to me. You make this happen. And with all that said, if you're also new to the channel, make sure that subscribe button. But y'all take care.